Today, we will talk about if you haven't solved these, you're not as smart as you think you are. If you haven't solved these, you're not as smart as you think you are. Time management, mastering productivity in a demanding world, emotional intelligence, understanding and controlling emotions, critical thinking, assessing information for informed decisions, conflict resolution, fostering effective communication and collaboration, financial literacy, managing money and building wealth. These pillars are vital for personal and professional growth, impacting decision-making, relationships, and financial stability. Mastery of these skills not only enhances competence, but also fosters resilience and success in navigating life's challenges and achieving long-term goals. If intelligence involves so many different abilities, why are we so fixated on IQ as a measure of intelligence? The notion of IQ, standing for intelligence quotient, has been around since the late 19th century and been measured by a variety of standardized tests. These days, it's usually measured using a test called the WISE, Wechsler Adult Intelligence Test. If you don't know what this is, you probably haven't done one. In fact, very few people actually get their IQ tested, and even if they do, the results are usually withheld. Tests let the WISE measure around 4 dimensions of intelligence, usually verbal comprehension, perceptual reasoning, working memory, and processing speed. Although all of these dimensions are undoubtedly components to a person's intelligence, there are many more, making IQ an imperfect measure. Of course, all of us think we're smarter than everyone else, a statistical impossibility, just like we believe that we're better looking, a snappier dresser, a better driver, a better conversationalist, funnier, and more generally competent than everyone else. Of course we're not. We just fall victim to the Dunning-Kruger effect, a sad defect in humans that makes us likely to overestimate our ability. Worse, the less we know about something, or the lower our expertise, the more we're likely to overestimate our ability to succeed in that area. Which basically means that the dumber we are, the less likely we are to know that we're dumb, and the more likely we are to assume we're smarter than we are. Who cares though? Surely IQ is just a fancy way of being a snob? It's not without its controversies. For example, in the early 20th century, it was widely believed by the scientific community that black people were less intelligent than whites. Why? Because they scored lower on a culturally specific IQ test. In other words, the test was designed for affluent, well-educated white Americans, so when those with poorer educations, an impoverished background, and a different culture took the test, amazingly they scored lower. Thankfully, these biases are no longer in effect, but IQ is still a reasonable predictor of ability, about 70% in fact. Although it can't predict how nice a person, how good with people, how sporty, how good at conversation, how charitable, or how compassionate you'll be, your IQ predicts your ability to succeed in academic testing and disciplines that demand a high level of mental acumen, like medicine or theoretical physics. But of course, there's more to a human than his or her ability to solve math problems. The 1 in 1,000 of us who are capable of highly complex reasoning are certainly important. They've given us technology, modern medicine, and an understanding of ourselves and the universe. But there's more to humanity than discovery. For most of us, day-to-day living involves the use of someone else's smarts. But from our perspective, the important things in life come from our relationships with others and our ability to do something meaningful. This brings us to the notion of multidimensional variable intelligence, and it's important for the rest of us. This works both ways. An enriched environment enhances intelligence, and an impoverished one decreases it. What's important is that you start making connections. At a very basic level, if you want to get better at Scrabble, quiz yourself, be active in your learning. An even richer form of this is self-explaining. If you are reading a book and you really want to get a sense of it, stop after each paragraph and ask, what did the author really mean? How does this relate to other things that I know? The evidence is clear that this is often twice as powerful as just rereading something. Time management enables sufficient productivity amidst busy schedules, while emotional intelligence empowers individuals to understand and manage their own emotions, crucial for effective relationships and leadership. Critical thinking sharpens the ability to analyze information critically, making informed decisions. Conflict resolution skills foster constructive communication and teamwork, essential in both personal and professional contexts. Finally, financial literacy ensures the ability to manage money wisely, secure financial stability, and plan for the future. These skills collectively form the bedrock of competence, resilience, and achievement in life. By the way, don't get conned by the so-called baby Einstein programs. Turns out that they're a bunch of crap, and that leaving your kids in front of the TV with a video or using an iPad app, no matter what it purports, is a great way to stunt their intelligence. Developing humans need complex, supported, loving interaction with other humans. So environment plays a big role in your intelligence, and it's likely that intelligence is a lot more complex than IQ. In fact, it's been suggested that there are many dimensions to intelligence, beyond those measured by IQ, including linguistic intelligence, spatial intelligence, musical intelligence, kinesthetic intelligence, imagined dancers and athletes, interpersonal intelligence, sometimes called emotional intelligence, and interpersonal intelligence, an effective model of self that improves our ability to interact with and learn from our environment. Most of these dimensions are dynamic, which means that, although some people are naturally gifted, most of us can improve them with work. Time management ensures efficient use of resources, maximizing productivity and reducing stress. Emotional intelligence fosters empathy, self-awareness, and effective interpersonal relationships. Critical thinking enables objective analysis and informed decision-making, crucial in complex situations. Conflict resolution skills promote collaboration and problem-solving, essential for harmonious interactions. Financial literacy empowers individuals to manage finances wisely, plan for the future, and achieve financial independence. Mastering these skills not only enhances intelligence, but also cultivates resilience, adaptability, and overall success in life's endeavors. The concept of intelligence gets even fuzzier when we start trying to estimate it in other species. Brain size isn't always an accurate indicator, although brain complexity probably correlates, and as humans we tend to anthropomorphize, meaning we place human characteristics on other species and then gauge them by their humanness. Intriguingly, researchers are now conceding that not only are many species substantially more intelligent than we thought, in ways that are quite different to humans, but that consciousness might be the result of any complex networking, although self-consciousness or self-awareness is another thing altogether. This suggests that many animals possess consciousness, and that artificial consciousness might arise long before artificial intelligence. Chances are you're not nearly as smart as you think you are, and neither am I. Isn't it about time you started working on making yourself a better person, and hopefully setting an example for those around you, rather than blaming the world for your shortcomings? If intelligence is about recognizing what you can change, then doing something about it in a way that doesn't harm anyone else is your best bet at being smarter. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.